Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance that was released back in 2002. Quite an old fragrance. We're talking about Unbound from the house of Halston. Now here is the bottle. It's a very simple bottle presentation. It just says Unbound for Men. It's in a glass bottle. This thing is plastic, so it just pops right off. The sprayer is really nothing to, I was going to spray it there, but let's spray it here. It's nothing to write home about. And that's all she wrote. So this is available in two mine sizes, 1.7 and a 3.4. The 3.4 is going to run you about $40 retail, and the 1.7 about, I believe it's $32 retail. You can find it for much cheaper. I've seen this available for like $12 around, and I've seen the 3.4 available for like $20. Now I should put this in as a warning. I've also seen this fragrance available for as high as around $90. Do not buy it for anywhere near that much. We're talking about, $12 basically is what you can pick this one up for. So this definitely qualifies as a cheapie. So let's get right into the notes for this fragrance. The top consists of blackcurrant, green leaves, palm leaf, and tomato leaf. For our mid, we have birch, coriander, white violet, pimento, sage, and cardamom. And for our base, we have nutmeg, sandalwood, tonka bean, musk, oak moss, and vetiver. So this fragrance is one that I received, I think, in a package. Like, I was buying a bunch of fragrances from some people, and they kind of threw this one in as a rider, if you will. So I wasn't really intending to buy this fragrance, but it came along, as a group. So when you spray it, you immediately get a scent that, to me, it reminded me. It came off, I could definitely smell the tomato leaf. The tomato leaf comes through, it comes off as very aromatic, very airy at that, and it reminded me immediately of two fragrances, and the two fragrances it reminded me of were Acqua di Gio, and it also reminded me of Michael Jordan, not Legend, but the original just Michael Jordan one with his image on the silhouette, basically, of the bottle. It's kind of engraved into the bottle. But that fragrance, that's what this reminded me of. But the tomato leaf, to me, took over, and it started to smell more like a stale floral type scent. Now, I think this will work excellent with some people's skin, but for my skin, it just didn't work as well as I thought it would possibly do. It just came across as that stale scent, and then kind of like this undertone of woods, like that generic scent of woods that you get from most inexpensive, basically fragrances that you purchase and after they've been on your skin for a while. That's essentially what I got from the get-go to the end. It smells the same. There really is no variation in the scent, and it really doesn't change. So again, tomato leaf, a little bit of like dry florals and woods, basically, that kind of bring the scent up. So it doesn't really scream out or jump out as something unique at all. I go about 4 sprays. I think this is a good work or casual fragrance. It's a scent, performance-wise, that's going to last on my skin roughly between 3 and 5 hours. So it doesn't last a long time, and the time that it is on my skin, it's more of a skin scent. So there isn't anyone who picked this scent up without me asking them what they thought that this smelled like. So they weren't able to actually detect it from it, and they had to go up real close to my skin and smell it. It was definitely there, though, and I could actually smell it on myself. I'm not sure, they just could not. Age group, I think this is a great fragrance for any age group, and for the season, we're looking at the spring and the summer for this scent, and that's pretty much it. Compliment-wise, I did not get any compliments on this one, and even when asking people if they thought it smelled good, the reactions were mixed. Nobody thought that it smelled bad, but they thought that it smelled, pleasant. But there weren't jumping up and down reactions from this like I tend to get with some other fragrances that I have people smell. All right? So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give it a rating of 5 out of 10. I think this is pretty much your standard, baseline of a fragrance, if you will. It doesn't have anything real negative about it. It doesn't have anything real positive about it. This is not something that I would actually go out and recommend to somebody. The only reason that it really pops up and it really maintains its quote-unquote value is the fact that it's so cheap. That said, even with it being cheap, I don't see it as something I would ever reach for or something that I would ever recommend to somebody, even if they're on a budget. There are other fragrances and scents out there that I am happy to promote Nautical Voyage is one that is just as cheap as this and is a fantastic scent that I think people should go pick up. This one, it just doesn't do it. So even the price being so cheap as it is, I still don't think that this is a great fragrance worthy of people going out to buy. But it's not a bad fragrance. This is why it's just getting a 5 out of 10. And if it's something that you can, kind of get behind, feel free, pick it up. It's cheap. There really isn't much else to say about what you're actually getting from this scent. All right? So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free. Send me a message. Leave me a note. Do whatever you got to do. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves. And have a great day.